Welcome back to Riddle Red Memories? Little Red Memories. I know how to pronounce L. Why did I stutter like that? Well, anyways, let's get right into it because I don't know how to do intros for the life of me. Oh, what voice did I use for her again? I think I just used a regular soft voice. Let me get some water. Okay, God, I just got back from work and I'd like to just enjoy my time here, playing as a cute bunny girl and whatnot. I was out with grandmother in town. I saw that other kids had more family members than we do. That's... Well, I mean... Yeah. I asked Granny why our family isn't bigger as, like... I asked Granny why our family isn't bigger like theirs are. Why don't I have a mommy and daddy too? Okay, that's not something that you should tell a kid, but okay. She said that I killed my mommy and grandfather, and my daddy never wanted me in the first place. Jesus, what a scumbag. Now that I think about it, my father didn't want me either, but for some reason he decided to keep me. Literally, I was like the one unwanted child. I have no idea why they decided to keep me in this world, but here I am. I feel bad. I didn't know that. But I'm happy I still have Granny. She gives me yummy food and lets me play outside as long as I want. As long as you want. That's a bit... Alright, I don't know why I'm making that face, but alright. Don't mind my VTuber avatar too much, I'm not grumpy-ish. I love Granny so much, and even if I mess up a lot, she still loves me too. Poor Bonnie. Sometimes I hear Granny crying in her room. I don't like it when she's sad or upset. I want to be an extra good kid so I can make Granny happy. Then we can be a joyful family together and live happily ever after. I'm done with all the deliveries, just in time too. Granny will be so happy. Yeah, I bet she will be. I bet she will. Let me just fix my VTuber. Alright, this is a bit scuffed, but even as a pre-recording, I'm not editing this shit out because I'm too lazy. Why do you... People wonder... People don't wonder why I start streams. If anybody has wondered why I typically, when I do stream, I like stuttering, it's because I hate editing. Oh, pretty flowers. Maybe I could bring Granny a beautiful bunch of flowers. I'm sure she would love it. I bet she would. Grandmother, look what I... Why are you so late? It's nearly sundown. Don't tell me you were slacking on your deliveries. Huh? No, I wasn't. They're all done, just like you told me. What is this then? Flowers? You were slacking off. Even worse, you strayed off of the path to pick these. The one thing I told you not to do. But I... Your lies and excuses won't work on me. I couldn't care less about how late you are on a normal day, but you have responsibilities, you know. Your grandfather would be very disappointed in you throwing his legacy in the dirt. Do you want him to suffer in his grave, Bonnie? And furthermore, you know what happens to little girls who stray off the path? Do you hate me that much that you'd rather get lost out in the woods, or worse? Well, that's fine. If I'm such a bad grandmother, then go in those woods and starve for all I care. Granny? Wait, let me in too, please. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean... I just wanted to get you flowers. Please, lock the door. It's so cold. Please let me in. I won't stray from the path again, I promise. Granny never did let me back inside that night. All the doors and windows were locked tight. Even when the rain started pouring down, she wouldn't let me in. She only yelled and screamed more about the noise I was making. I remember thinking about all of the storybooks I read as a child. The one about princesses in grave danger who end up getting saved by a handsome prince. Every time I got locked out or forbidden from eating, every time I was screamed at, beaten, or neglected, I couldn't help but think, why won't someone save me too? Why wouldn't anybody help me? Please, someone, anyone, save me. I don't want to remember this anymore. Please make it stop. Please, I'll do anything. Just no more. I already have to remember too many horrible things. Don't make me remember anymore. Please. Oh. A child's diary. Your old diary, to be specific. Jump into the mirror. Seems like we are doing that. I wonder why there aren't many saviors and shining armor. Oh, it's you. Can't you go away already? I'm tired of being connected to you. I hate you. I hate you so much. If it weren't for you, mother and grandfather, even grandmother would still be alive. I know. I'm so sorry. Sorry isn't good enough. This is all your fault. Why is it my fault? I never asked to be born. I never asked to be the start of a horrible chain reaction. If it were up to me, I would have stopped my own birth so they all could have been happy. But I can't control any of that. Then why do I hate you so much? Why do I get this sinking feeling in my gut whenever I look at you? Why does the thought of you make me so nauseous? Whenever I think about it, it feels like I can't breathe. Like I'm suffocating and no one will come to help. No one will. It's not fair. Just want my mother. I want a happy family just like everyone else has. Someone to love me. Someone who can be proud of me. Mother, grandfather, Hunter. I just want them all to hug me and tell me everything's gonna be alright. But that could never happen. Well, I know my hugs aren't as good as Hunter's, but everything will be okay, Bonnie. Because worst case scenario, even if the whole world feels like it's up against you, you will always have me. I know you hate me. Part of me hates you too. But we can get through this. Maybe not right now, but someday, everything will be okay. I can't fucking cry. It's like 12 a.m. Everybody's still awake, surprisingly, at this time of day. This is like the worst time. I prefer if every one of my roommates are about to sleep right now. I know. It really, really hurts. But that's why I'm still here in the parallel. I want to stop the hurting for us both. Do you promise? I promise. Thank you. I'll try at least. I don't want to suffer anymore. And the final shards, Hunter's shards. Oh! This is gonna be interesting. Wait, son. Before you go, I want you to have this. Huh? Wait, Dad? Are you sure about this? This is your favorite cloak! I can't possibly take this. Nonsense. You'll be traveling all by yourself. Your mother would kill me if I didn't give you something to keep you warm on your journey. Ha! Have I ever told you the story of this cloak before, Hunter? Of course! It's been in your family for generations. Haha. You've always had a good memory, kid. This cloak is indeed the Wolf's family's most prized heirloom. A representation of the protector of the household. And now, I'm passing it down to you. Dad, I'm speechless. Are you sure this is okay? I mean, what about Artemis? Your sister prefers the newest trends anyways, not this old thing. She'll probably hound me to buy her new cloak to make it even, but that's a risk I'm willing to take. Alright then. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Of course, kiddo. You know, you're doing a very brave thing for me and your mom. I know that Mom is really sick. You and Artemis should definitely stay here and take care of her. Besides, next town over isn't that far away. I know. Just stay safe, alright? I will, I promise. Take care, kiddo. Be back soon. Goodbye. I promise I'll be back in no time with Mom's medicine. I wish I had gotten back sooner. The journey was indeed long. I got the medicine for my mother, though. I did as I promised I would. I promised. I'm almost back in town. I really hope this helps Mom. I hate seeing her in so much pain. What's that smell? Is that smoke? That can't be good. What happened? Forest fire? Wait, it's coming from the town! Mom! Dad! Artemis! But it was too late. The fire was spreading, houses everywhere were collapsing all around me. The smell of burning flesh got stronger and stronger by the second. I could hear the distant screams and cries of people around me. But I kept running. I wanted to make sure my family was safe. In front of me, I saw my house reduced to nothing but burning wood. My home. My entire life. Someone called out my name, but I simply couldn't think clearly. The only things on my mind were, how did something like this even happen? Where did everybody go? One of my neighbors had to pull me out of the town forcefully so I wouldn't asphyxiate. Shut the fuck up. Nobody better call me on that that hesitation on pronunciation there, right? Shut up. That's like a word you usually don't say, so shut up. Shut up. Gathered out of the town. All of the survivors are panicking or trying to figure out what to do. Everyone except for me. I scanned the crowd for my family, but they were nowhere to be seen. I don't like thinking about that day. It all doesn't feel real still. I lost everyone. So fast. There was no warnings, no way to foresee it. Just one day they were here, next they're gone. Ultimately, I had nowhere else but to go but back to the town where my Aunt Maya lived. She once told me if I was ever in an emergency, I could stay with her. Aunt Maya, are you here? Apologies if I'm intruding, but something terrible happened. What happened here? Aunt Maya? Before I knew it, Aunt Maya disappeared too. Everyone in town said she'd been shut in for a long time. Her house is a mess. And cleaning it up, I found her research papers on something called The Parallel? Reading it, I thought she was writing some sort of twisted horror novel. That, or she had just gone insane. That is until I got sucked into the parallel myself. It was a horrific world. Every time I went into it, I would only be reminded of that which I had lost. Over time, I learned that the rate in which you are randomly transferred has a lot to do with your own mental state. The more I thought about everything that happened, the more inescapable it was. So, blocked it out. I did as much as I could to keep myself busy. I cleaned, I cooked, I went on walks. I was desperate to find any sort of distraction from this cruel reality. And that's when I met her. At first, we merely passed by each other every morning in the forest. A few simple hellos were shared after a while. Eventually, the hellos evolved into small talk. Small talk became friendship. Miss Bonnie! Good morning. Are you on your delivery run again? Oh, Hunter. Good morning. Yes, I have a few treats to drop off just south of here. Ah, how lovely. Would you mind if I joined you? Huh? You want to join? Me? Oh, well, if you don't want the company right now, I quite understand. No, I would love for you to join me. I just wasn't expecting it. Splendid. Now then, what is it that you're delivering? Bulk order of chocolate chip cookies. There's a woman who lives further down along the path, and her children can't get enough of them. Oh, that reminds me. Here you go. I accidentally made too many cookies, so I thought maybe I could give a few to you? For me? Aw, Miss Bonnie. Thank you very much. I'll have to make you something just as sweet in return now. Oh, do you bake? Why yes, indeed I do. You should come over to my house sometime. I can show you my absolute favorite dessert recipe. Fuck me. Really? Oh, I would love that so much. Before I knew it, I had become completely infatuated with this girl. I would use any excuse I could to see her. Whenever I was with Bonnie, I didn't think about all the tragedy that has happened around me. Everything about her was just so pleasant and absolutely endearing. For the first time in a while, I finally felt whole again. Happy. I was determined to stay by her as much as I could. I wanted to make her as happy as she makes me every minute of my very existence. Whenever she left, everything felt dark again. It was an unbearable feeling, like a painful itch you just can't satisfy. I admit, I may have followed Bonnie without her knowledge once, or twice, perhaps a few more times than that. I knew if I had asked her, though, she surely wouldn't have minded me accompanying her. I just wanted to be by her side. Ah, Bonnie, hello, good evening. Ah, good evening, Hunter. I'm terribly sorry, but I'm running a bit late. Oh? Well then, I hope you have a pleasant night. Perhaps I'll see you tomorrow then? Maybe. Maybe if you're interested, after your deliveries are finished, I could take you out on a picnic. Just the two of us. What? Wait, really? Like a date? Ah, yes! Unless that would make you uncomfortable, of course. No, not at all. I would love to. It sounds so nice. I'll see you tomorrow then? I can meet you at your house after I finish working. Splendid! It's a date. I'll see you then, Bonnie. Bye, Hunter. See you tomorrow. My heart felt overjoyed in that moment. Just knowing she was at all interested in me made me need her all the more. Alas, my celebration paused when I noticed her limping away. That's odd. She wasn't limping yesterday. Did something happen to her? Did someone hurt her? Hunter. So I guess that's all the memory shards. Alright, are you ready? Remember, I'll be right here the whole time, so I'll promise I'll keep you safe. Hunter, thank you. I want to keep you safe too. Let's just hope this really is the way out. With one hand turning the key and the other tightly holding Hunter's hand, you open the doors to the parallel. Oh boy. Hunter? Are you okay? Do you need anything? No, I'm just fine. I'm here for you. Okay? I promise everything's gonna be okay. The fire. This is... We don't have to do this, Bonnie. We can still go back. I know it can be painful to think about these things. No. My whole life I've been stuck between trying to please my grandmother or being terrified of her. Even when she's dead, I'm still scared of her. I still do the little things I did to try and make her happy every day to day. But I'm done with that. I can't keep running away from her. I have to do this. I see. I'm honestly a little surprised to hear you say such a thing. It's a good change to seeing you, though, Bonnie. I'll be right here the whole time, no matter what. Give me the axe. I want the axe. Give me the axe. I need the axe. Give me the fucking axe. No axe? Bitch. Fresh blood. Fresh blood. Fresh blood. Oh, shit. Bonnie, stay back. I'll handle this. Wait, Hunter! Just trust me this time, alright? You ruined... Let me guess. I ruined your life? Well, for once, let me tell you my thoughts about you. You didn't necessarily ruin my life, but staying with you could barely qualify as a life. All I wanted was your love. All I wanted was to make you happy. You abused me relentlessly, all because of something I had no control over. You made me feel guilty over my own existence. For years, I thought I deserved everything you did to me. What kind of monster lets their grief out on a little kid? Your own granddaughter, no less. Now look what's become of you. You really are horrible. Inside and out. You can't hurt me anymore. Soon you will only be a bad dream. A bad memory. And I will never let your words control me again. Did we kill her? Again? Where am I? You're in the part of me your species would call the brain. You again? Who are you? They call me the Parallel. I didn't choose that name, but no one ever asked me what I wanted to be called. Hello? Are you going to kill me? No. You're much too hard to chew through. The taste wouldn't be satisfying. You're simply not worth the effort anymore. Thank you? What about Hunter? Where is he? He's not worth it anymore either. I was ecstatic to taste his crumbling texture, but as long as you're around, it's too hard to get a bite. You two being separated didn't seem to help either. You both will be sent back shortly. I'm simply undoing all of myself that I made for you. Can I ask you a question, if you don't mind? You might as well. Does this mean I won't be affected by those memories anymore? No. Those memories will always be a part of you. I've seen many people deal with grief. They let it consume them. They push it away. They can even let it turn them into a horrific monster. But you did something I've only seen a few do. You tried to learn from it. You tried to grow from it. Those memories don't make up who you are. What you do with them does. That is the part that will always stay with you. That is also the part that makes you taste disgusting. You're very exhausting. Did you know that? So I've been told. Well, thank you. In a weird way, I think I needed to hear all of that. Well, it's time. Huh? Time for what? What just happened? Bonnie! You poor thing. You're shaking. It's alright, Bonnie. I've got you. Are you alright? I've never been better. Only memories. Yay, we did it! That was an interesting story. You know, a very, very nice one too. Going through your past grief, and that was a short credit scene. Oh. Yeah, we managed to get out. Aren't you glad that you're whatever? Are they just dancing around a field of flowers? That's so cute. But what a good... It's such a nice little story. I love it. I don't know how to describe it. It really does warm the heart quite a fair bit. Special thank you to Manly Badass Heroes. Oh. Oh yeah, I did remember that. I heard from other people that apparently Smile Straw Bunny has made other games as well. So what does this save go to? It just goes straight to the credits scene again. So I guess there's no more to the game. We finished the game, and I think it went pretty well. The puzzles and stuff, I guess they weren't too difficult, but they weren't exactly obvious either. I think most of it was like mostly memorization, I think. I'm not trying to criticize like the puzzles or whatever, but I'm not sure how to... Whenever you have to like put in the words to compliment something, it's hard because to say anything other than like you really really like it, and that can always seem either a bit hollow or there's so much meaning behind it that you can't really express it. I like how, I don't know, it's like, I like Bonnie's little story of like not taking crap from, you know, she wants to be loved, she wants to be, you know, even if it means she wasn't born, she wanted everybody around her to be happy. And, you know, despite how her grandmother was a literal huge stinking piece of shit, you know, she still turned out to be a fairly good kid, and wonderful wife now. She's like 19, right? According to the stats. So, you know, she like, because she's such a good girl, she got a good husband too, who knows how to lay down a fair bit of immutable rules that are severely punished should you break them. That being hurt his wife and go die. You know? Of course, the love story, how Hunter fell for Bonnie is certainly interesting as well. I guess the parallel is kind of like, how would you... I guess it's now going into like the literary analysis part of stuff, but the parallel seems to be like, if you're to... It's like this mechanism wherein if you ruminate on the past and bad memories, then the parallel will kind of ruin your life, your body, destroy you from the inside out. And the parallel is sort of like this evil force that kind of hurts. That kind of does that, right? So, and it's not malevolent. It's not like a benevolent force. It's a malevolent blah 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 blah. It's a big evil baddie force that, you know, it's not as if it stopped existing. It just stopped trying to eat us. And I think it's a nice way, you know, because like when it comes down to it, they can always be affected by like bad moments and memories and events and whatnot. And although you know, they managed to get out, it's like something, you know, even if the parallel doesn't try and capture them again, right? they can effectively... how would I put it? The parallel is like this abstract... It's like trying to represent this abstract system or mechanism wherein people, you know, the natural phenomenon, the fate, the inevitability that if you ruminate on the past, if you let those things like destroy you, like how the grandmother turned to a literal freaking monster because she was so grieved on the loss of her husband, her daughter, like she became a monster because she was ruminating too much on it, right? So she, you know, it's like, it's the parallel is supposed to be representative of that mechanism. If you let your losses and the stuff, the bad stuff that's happened to you, turn you, you know, something evil will eat away at you, like, and then it will turn you into a monster. It will enjoy it. And it doesn't necessarily go away even though you have found a hole in yourself. Like, you've become whole again after fighting it and learning from it and improving. It stays away. It doesn't want you anymore. It can't really hurt you. And it's a bit annoying to kind of chew through you. If you genuinely have the soul to stay a good person and kind of do better, like... you guys get what I'm saying, right? You guys are following along, right? I'm like trying to buy time while I'm trying to come up with the words that I'm wanting to say and how I feel about this game. And I think that's a beautiful message, you know? Just don't let your past ruin you. Don't let your traumas and bad memories and everything bad that's happened to you ruin you and make you turn into a monster. And I think that's very, very beautiful. And I love it. And I guess Maya will kind of... I don't think it's ever elaborated too much on what magic they used and what, like, the fate of the parallel and whatnot or whatever. Nor Maya, who is like the flower lady, right? I forgot her weird long name after yesterday. After going to sleep. But it's like, I don't know, but even though it wasn't necessary to explain to tell this story. And, you know, there was a little fun gameplay and just, I don't know, it was a pleasant, very pleasant story. I might check out more of, what Short Straw Bunnies is, games. I just like RPG Maker games in general. The little dark aspects to them like this. The fact that, you know, it's hard to kind of skirt around the fact that well, Smile Straw Bunny is the name. It's not... It's not a, you know, not everything is going to be nice and pleasant. The past, there's like many, I don't know how to describe RPG Maker games. They all have this like nice dark aspect to them. Something that doesn't say it's like necessarily the happiest ending and everything of the sort, right? Or not ending, but like something about the situation, this scenario, this world, this life is off, twisted. But it doesn't mean, but no matter what, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're guaranteed a bad ending. You will find happiness no matter who or what you are. Right? And that's something that I really like about all RPG Maker games. And this does a wonderful job at that, because, like, Bonnie wasn't born in, like, a happy-go-lucky family. Her mother died, her grandmother was a genuine piece of shit, her grandfather decided to take the rope, and Hunter lost like his entire family all in one day. There's like, there's no, he didn't go on like a hero, like it wasn't like he didn't go on a journey like, you know how stories go, like, oh no, I lost my entire family, that was because of the evil demon lord, now I must go on my adventure and do all that. But it's these types of games that are just like, he lost his family. It just happened. There's no like rhyme or reason about it. He lost his family, and it's sad, and it affected him. And he managed to find his own way of like loving, or find not loving, I guess, but he does love a fair bit. Very, very jealous. Goddamn, I wish that were me. Moment, and like look, this is how it's gonna be even on my streams. I take a little while to like talk stuff, so give me a moment. But it's like that, yeah, right. Bad shit happens. Very traumatic shit, life-changing shit that would genuinely drive a person insane, and it does. But you can still find happiness despite that. And I think that's really, really what I like as well. Just, Bonnie didn't have a mom or dad. Dad was kind of a piece of shit who just ran off after the pregnancy test came in. Mom, well, a bit of an unfortunate accident. Couldn't have been helped. Bonnie didn't intend to kill her own mom. I don't think like I don't think any child would intentionally try to murder their own parent unless, like, I guess that's probably something that might be covered in another RPG Maker game where, like, your child, like, you are a happy person, you live your entire life is normal, happy-go-lucky, and your child was born with, honestly, just through pure chance, just a fucking psychopath, a nutjob. And, well, I guess that's, like, the antagonist and enemy of, like, a few games here and there, but, you're probably never going to play as a parent because you're usually the victim in that case. You can't murder your own child, but, yeah, no, RPG Maker games like that tend to cover stuff like that, and I genuinely love it. And, I love it. But I'm not sure what else to say, really, because I think I managed to cover, like, the biggest reason why I like this game. Aside from, like, the cute bunny girl. I'm just here for the bunny girl. And, also the wolf is literally me. I would absolutely 100% kill for her. Actually, this becomes more hilarious in hindsight, considering I'm a wolf. I'm not a cat. I'm not a fucking cat. I don't know if there's any new viewers who came in to watch me who... I don't think most of the people who subscribe to me generally watch me, but, if I end up popping up on your recommendeds and you manage to click on my video and you don't know who I am, and you think that I'm a cat, I'm not. I'm a wolf. I swear to fucking God, I'm a wolf. Let's be clear about that. I am in fact a wolf, but, that's enough digressions. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed, and hope to see you all in the next video that I make. And if this is gonna be where you end off watching me, hope to see you guys again somewhere else on the internet instead. Bye bye, and have a good day, afternoon, night, or sleep, or whatever. I really need to make these outros consistent and proper and better and not awkward and stop rambling after I fucking do the shit. I'm actually stupid like that.